How prepared are you for a cyber attack? Could you confidently say that you've done everything in your power to minimize risk to your data? In today's digital era, cybersecurity has become more than just a buzzword. It's a crucial safeguard, an invisible shield that protects our most sensitive information from prying eyes. Think about all the data that flows through the digital veins of our society every day. From personal details, financial transactions, to sensitive corporate information, there's a lot at stake. And in this vast digital ocean, threats lurk beneath the surface, ready to strike when we least expect them. These threats could be anything from hackers, malware, to advanced persistent threats, and the consequences of not managing these risks can be devastating. But fear not. Understanding these threats is the first step towards managing them. By acknowledging the reality of cybersecurity, we equip ourselves with the knowledge to navigate this complex digital landscape. Understanding the dangers that lurk within the digital realm is the first step towards effectively managing them. Consider the case of XYZ Corporation, a large multinational that fell prey to a devastating cyber attack. A titan in its industry, XYZ Corporation had always prided itself on its technological prowess. However, their confidence was shaken to the core when they found themselves at the receiving end of a crippling cyber attack. The attack, orchestrated by a sophisticated group of cyber criminals, targeted their critical infrastructure, causing widespread chaos and disruption. The perpetrators exploited a vulnerability in XYZ's network, a loophole that had been overlooked during the company's risk assessment process. Through this chink in the armor, they infiltrated the network, gaining unfettered access to sensitive data and critical systems. The attack was swift and brutal. Within hours, the hackers had taken control, paralyzing the company's operations and leaving them scrambling to mitigate the damage. The aftermath was significant. Millions of dollars in losses, a tarnished reputation, and shaken trust from customers and stakeholders alike. But what led to this catastrophe? A closer look revealed a striking lack in XYZ's cybersecurity strategy, a comprehensive risk assessment and management approach. The company had failed to identify and evaluate potential vulnerabilities and threats, leaving them exposed and unprepared for such an attack. Had XYZ Corporation employed a robust risk assessment, they could have identified the vulnerability that led to the breach. And with effective risk management, they could have taken steps to mitigate the risk, either by patching the vulnerability or implementing additional security measures. The harsh reality is that the cyber realm is a battlefield, and every company, regardless of its size or industry, is a potential target. Cyber criminals are always on the lookout for the weakest link, and a lack of adequate risk assessment and management can turn any organization into an easy prey. The XYZ Corporation case serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of diligent risk assessment and management in cybersecurity. Don't be another XYZ. Ensure your organization is well prepared and well protected against the ever-evolving threats in the digital landscape. So how can you avoid the fate of XYZ Corporation? It begins with a process called risk assessment. Risk assessment is a systematic approach to identifying potential threats and vulnerabilities in your cybersecurity framework. It's like a detective piecing together clues to solve a case. First, you need to identify potential threats. These can be anything from malicious software to phishing scams, or even insider threats. It's crucial to stay updated on the latest cyber threats and how they might affect your system. Next, you assess vulnerabilities. These are the weak points in your system that could be exploited by threats. This could be outdated software, poor password practices, or even lack of employee cyber awareness. Once you've identified threats and vulnerabilities, the next step is to determine risk levels. This is a bit like predicting the weather. You're estimating the likelihood of a threat exploiting a vulnerability and the potential impact this could have. Finally, you develop strategies to mitigate these risks. This could involve implementing stronger security measures, improving employee training, or even purchasing cybersecurity insurance for worst-case scenarios. Remember, risk assessment is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process of vigilance and adaptation as new threats emerge and old vulnerabilities are patched. With a well-executed risk assessment and management strategy, you can significantly reduce your vulnerability to cyber attacks. In today's digital age, cybersecurity is not a luxury, but a necessity. We've explored this through the lens of the XYZ Corporation case, demonstrating the critical role of risk assessment and management in cybersecurity. It's clear that understanding our digital vulnerabilities and planning for potential threats is essential in this interconnected world. Remember, the first line of defense against cyber threats is awareness and preparedness. Don't wait for a cyber attack to happen. Start assessing and managing your risks today. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.